Hello, people. Good evening, and welcome back to Africa Home Report. If you're new here, please do to like, comment, and share. Finally, the South Africa police minister have passed a decree or warning that 30th of June is just a normal day, that there should not be any violence or xenophobic attack, that everybody should come outside and open their businesses, do your business, your normal business, that they should not attack any foreigners again. Foreigners are expected to come outside and open your business, do your business. Just watch the remaining clip of the video and hear from the horse's mouth. Do not forget to subscribe and see how people are reacting to it.
Enforcement of the law is the responsibility of the state and no one else. Thus, we are ready as a state to protect every person, citizen, and foreign nationals against any form of abuse and intimidation. We therefore indicate as government that the 30th of June is a normal day. It's not a shutdown, it's not a stay away. Employees are expected to be in work, attending. Those who are transporting are expected to continue with their businesses, and everybody who is running business is expected to do so. And this day is their legal right, is their constitutional right, and no one has a right to actually infringe upon that right. So we do not recognize the 30th as a shutdown day or an off day. So those who are working, if you are not going to work, you are not going to get paid. So it will be no pay. You would have absconded from work. We further reiterate that no unauthorized person is permitted to demand documentation or proof of nationality from anyone. Blocking access for anyone to go to clinic, hospitals, schools, or other public services is prohibited and is against the law. Violence and intimidation against foreign nationals and citizens of this country is against the law and will be prosecuted in accordance with relevant legal prescripts. Advocates and perpetrators of racism, sexism, tribalism, hate speech, Afrophobia, xenophobia, and any form of intolerance have no place in our country that is founded on the ideals of Ubuntu and our founding document for our constitutional democracy, our constitution.
Now, Minister in the Presidency, Khumbudzo Ntshavheni, has reiterated that no shutdown will be taking place in the country come 30th of June. Civic organizations such as Insizwa Ngobusizwa, the March and March movement, and other organizations are planning mass demonstrations across the country against undocumented foreign nationals. Ntshavheni says whilst South Africans have the right to protest, they are forbidden from taking the law into their own hands. She made these remarks while briefing the media on the outcomes of the cabinet meeting held earlier this week.
Africans have the right to protest, and they can march in terms as provided for by the Constitution. But South Africa have no right to take the law into their own hands. And as we have indicated before, there's nobody who's going to do a shutdown of this country. And we must be very clear about that. And if we then disclose what our categorization of the people behind the marches and everything else, we may compromise the work that is being done by law enforcement and NetJoins. So what we are communicating, which the President will detail, is the issue that there is work that is being coordinated, as we have indicated in previous briefings and also in the debates in Parliament and also in other statements issued by our colleagues within the criminal justice cluster. Government has been, for the longest time, seized with work to do.
Joining us live now from Cape Town. Malungelo, good evening to you. And the President going some distance to assure members of the NCOP. What exactly did he say?
In fact, Xoli, he spent about 3 hours answering a litany of questions. And the first issue that he had to respond on was the issue of migration, talking tough, really, saying that government will do everything possible to make sure that this country is not destabilized, saying that he understands the issue of migration is something that South Africans are concerned about, and he too is concerned about, because illegal migration is the threat to the country's security. But he's clear, Xoli, that government will not allow anything that will destabilize the country. Let's take a listen.
We are ready to deal with whatever disruption, instability that could take place. I'm a strong believer that South Africans are peaceful people. They are not xenophobic. They are not Afrophobic as well. And they want peace. They just want every day of the week to go on a peaceful basis without any disruption of their lives, disruption of services, and any danger to the life of anyone. So on the 30th, as people are saying, all manner of things will happen. We are taking measures to ensure that the 30th becomes a normal day where people will be able to work, to go about their business. Our security forces are ready. Net Joins is firmly in charge of what could happen.
All right, so Malu, that's the law enforcement element, if we could describe it as that the president was addressing there. Then there is the other element to illegal immigration, but that's to do with companies that go out of their way to hire undocumented migrants because they want to exploit them. Talk to us about that quickly.
That's right, Xoli. In fact, he is saying that that's part of the problems. And we've heard him actually saying that government is going to employ about, 10,000 labor inspectors to go around the country inspecting those companies that are actually hiring illegal migrants. But let's listen at what he said regarding that particular issue, because clearly that hiring people will require money.
Malungelo Boy, we apologize to you. We're going to have to skip that soundbite.
Umhlaka-30 mnamlajuqu ukuthi kufanele uhulumeni kube kukhona sekwenzile. Uma engakaqedi ngowethu uhulumeni sizomlinda. Lapha eBay yimi enganquma umhlaka-30. Lapha eBay ayikho imashi ngomhlaka-30. Abantu uma befuna ukuphuma bephatha amaflag abo bekhombisa isupport bethandaza becela uNkulunkulu ukuthi izwe kalilunge ngingajabula ke nihambele nje umuntu ayishuthele ividiyo yakhe noma nayishuthele ividiyo yakhe noma nayishuthele ividiyo yakhe ngisho ungalibona ikwele fana nambe anasa la kuliyeke utshelwa yimina lizohamba.
Your president has spoken. Your president has made an announcement. Uguti, there will be no march on the 30th of June. Even your president, he's shying away from this thing of 30 June because he knows Uguti is going to get in trouble. He knows. Why do you think they're all trying to shy away from 30 June? Because they know. Or maybe he's received 5 million. Yabo, these guys, I think personally, this is what I think. They're in it for the money, guys. And in the future, you will see and realize that you were fooled. You know, you see and realize what you were fooled. But as you heard, iBoseni say, mhla 30 uzoba kuthandazwa. If ufuna ukuphuma neflag yakho, phuma neflag yakho, and if you see ikwerekwere, ungalithinti. That's from your president, engaphikiswayo. So if you go against his word, then I don't know.
All thanks to the government of South Africa, because on 30th of June, there will be no march to march. That everybody should come out and do your business just as the usual day. It's just like the other days. No march to march, no violence, no xenophobic attack, or no anything. Yeah, foreigners should come outside and do their normal businesses, come outside and go your way. Yeah, because we have been like, wow, who knows what will happen on that 30th of June. Me personally, I'll be like, God, please intervene, because we don't want more attack again. But here we are, the government of South Africa have finally said it all. So share your thoughts in the comment section.